Good morning. My name is Reed Albrand, and today I'll be sharing with you my presentation on a celebrity I would consider an asshole. So after reading Aaron James's novel, Assholes a Theory, and after exploring and really researching the definition to which he provides, which is the behavior of individuals who disregard the opinion and feelings of others, is called an asshole. The book explains how society enables assholes like my personal choice, which is Sean Diddy Combs, to act in which the way they do. Society provides opportunity for them to continue this behavior and to sort of show their real personality and get away with the things that they really want to do. To begin, Diddy's behavior reflects an entitled, narcissistic, and overall just the embodiment of an asshole, right? So Diddy's behavior over the years has been extremely varied. He's had his ups, he's had his downs, but these days he's on the down. He hasn't been, back at the peak to where he where he once was. Let's go through a couple notable incidents highlighting Diddy's asshole behavior. To begin, 1999, Diddy was in a nightclub. There was a lot of guys who were having the dispute for whatever the situation may be, and Diddy was involved in a high-profile shooting, although he was acquitted of all charges. And after this presentation, you'll really start to catch on to the acquitted of all charges pattern. Again, let's move on. 2015. Diddy assaulted not only one, but another, which I'll talk about later, not only one, but two football coaches. All charges were dropped again. There's not a whole lot of description about exactly what happened. The coach described to the police that Diddy was in an argument with him and got physically violent. The incident showcased not only Diddy's recklessness, but also his disregard for consequences. Of course, in that situation, he did not care. He did not have a clue. He did not have a care in the world about how his actions would, what the consequences would be to his actions because of his entitlement and his narcissism, which exactly describes an asshole. Let's move on to another. Machine Gun Kelly, famous rapper, celebrity, Hollywood guy. Diddy allegedly punched the rapper over a song sample dispute. Think about it. Something so small as a song sample dispute has resulted in yet another physical violent activity. The incident created a lot of public tension, and again, no charges were filed. So pick up on the no charges are filed and the charges are acquitted. This not only highlights Diddy's inability to work to resolve conflict, but also his arrogance in believing that things will go his way because of his celebrity status, which again does commonly happen. Now, let's talk about accountability. Sean Diddy Combs has zero accountability for any of his actions. He never takes responsibility. He never owns up to what he did. He never apologizes for anything. He'll never admit anything because he mentally can't. That's how assholes work. That's how narcissists work. That's why he is the way he is. 2015, again, first time was with a football coach. Now it's with a basketball coach. Combs swung a kettlebell straight into the face of a UCLA basketball coach over a dispute with his son. A dispute over his son, I apologize. A dispute over his son's ability, over whatever the case may be, right? That was not described in my research. I was unable to find that. But Diddy swung a kettlebell, an entire kettlebell, at Coach Alsozi during an argument, again, about his son. Despite the arrest, there were no charges filed, all charges acquitted. Diddy showed no remorse, no accountability. He moves on. The topic is not brought up again. Him resorting to violence in such small situations again. I mean, this is an argument. This is a little dispute over your son. And I understand, son, that's part of the family. That's an important part, but it's just not okay. You just cannot do that in that situation. And him resorting to violence demonstrates not only his entitlement again, but his disregard for the consequences. Now let's move on to a more serious topic, sexual harassment allegations and his inability to, just his denial of responsibility. Now these sexual harassment allegations are the prominent talk of Diddy these days. So former wife in 2018, Cassie Ventura, filed for a restraining order against Combs, and although it was later dropped, the allegations revealed abusive behavior. He consistently denied wrongdoing. He consistently reinforced his narcissistic, entitled persona, and he moved on with his life. Again, getting away with a sexual allegation after harassment history is just not something that someone who isn't an asshole would do or get away with. Again, ongoing legal trouble, reputation damage, it didn't change. It didn't matter. He would never own up to anything. He would never take responsibility. And now he's currently incarcerated in the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. So after 25 plus years, he's finally been charged and he's finally in jail. Now, he's in a section reserved for the worst of the worst. Prisoners facing life sentences for serious crimes such as sexual abuse or assault. Things even more violent than that, such as murder. And yet Diddy's in there. I mean, this is a pretty clear example. If this guy, who is so famous and had so much, opportunity with him, and although he achieved so much, he's still in this jail, I don't know how that would not consider him an asshole again. I mean, these are just clear pieces of evidence to which perfectly align with the author's definition of an asshole. And just to conclude everything up, to wrap it all up, Diddy's behavior, both public and private situations, fits the description of an asshole given by Aaron James. His violent outbursts, his inability to take accountability for anything, and his ongoing harassment allegations just fit perfectly with this definition again. And despite his contribution to the movie scene, the music industry, Hollywood in itself, Diddy has solidified himself as an asshole, and I don't think that has any intention of changing. Thank you.